All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. We have a lot of information to cover this morning, and I have a couple things that I want to show you in regards to our topic called Two Great Green Food Products that we have from Synergy Worldwide. They are essential greens and liquid chlorophyll. I have actually got the new packaging on the screen here today. The new packaging is all in line now. Just about everything from Synergy Worldwide is all in line with the new packaging that they did for the microbiome products. And so we want to look at essential greens and liquid chlorophyll. And for any of our listeners who are over in the European country, the liquid chlorophyll is known as Mystify. I take that back as Phytolife. It's called Phytolife in the European countries where Synergy Worldwide operates in. So as I go through this presentation, certainly if you have any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself, and then we'll also have time at the end of our presentation for any questions that you might have. And as I was preparing for today's presentation, I wanted to look at what some of the health benefits are from what are called green food products. So typically, if you do any kind of Google searching for information, if that's your main search engine, you're going to find that green foods provide a great source of antioxidants. We've had a couple seminars, Saturday morning presentations with regards to the power of antioxidants and what they can do to help protect people from what's called free radical damage, which is the major cause for aging. You'll also understand that green foods are low in calories. And so I looked at the boxes for each of these ingredients, a box for the essential greens and then the container for the liquid chlorophyll, the bottle for the liquid chlorophyll. So per serving, essential greens is 15 calories and liquid chlorophyll is 5 calories. They're both a great source of phytonutrients, even greater in the essential greens, which are going to help improve your gut microbiome. The fiber that's in the essential greens is a complex carbohydrate, so that aids in digestion, and you've got 2 grams per serving in the essential greens. And then also, these types of green food products help to regulate blood glucose, which means that they're diabetic friendly. So every diabetic that you know, whether it be a type 1 diabetic or a type 2 diabetic, both of these products would just be excellent for them in helping them with their blood glucose levels. Now, as I was preparing for this information, I wanted you to know that there are already some videos that have been done for essential greens and for liquid chlorophyll. Now, they were done about a year and a half ago, so they have the old packaging design. And I don't think that I'm going to take any time to update these videos with regards to the new packaging. It's easy enough for you to let people know that Synergy has since these videos were produced, Synergy has since changed the outer wrapper, but the ingredients are all the same there within these products. Now, where you can find these videos is if you go to our Synergy family, which I pulled up here. Basically, the URL is oursynergyfamily.com. And if you click on where it says the Synergy Library, that will open up to this page. And on this page, when you come on the Synergy Library, if you scroll down, you'll see Health and Business Video Library. If you click where it says Enter here, you will go to this page, which contains a lot of our videos on different products from Synergy Worldwide. And if you scroll down on this page, you'll see health videos, and then you'll see general topic. And if you click on the general topics, you will see this video here, Essential Greens, addresses 5 keys to optimal health. And you'll also see this video, Liquid Chlorophyll or Phytolife. Again, over in Europe, it's called Phytolife. So when I did this video, I wanted to make sure that it would fit for both the American and European markets so that I didn't have to do 2 separate videos. Let's go back to our page here. So you have a source where you can find this information. And as I go through today's presentation, I don't want to give all the details that you can find in the videos, but I do want to give an overview of what you will find in the videos so that you can see that this would be helpful for a person who would be interested in plant-based nutrition, green foods, that could help them improve their abdominal health or help them with regards to their diabetes and blood sugar, or just people who are interested in wanting to get more green foods, what I call vegetables, into their diet. And rather than trying to do that by eating vegetables, to me, the essential greens is the most cost-effective way for you to be able to add what you would find in produce, vegetables, into your diet. And I'm a firm believer that liquid chlorophyll is one of the easiest things that you can do to improve your water intake, and I'll get into that a little bit later in today's presentation. So let's look at essential greens. Now, when I did that video for essential greens, I talked about green fusion technology, and that it is an advanced process that concentrates chlorophyll and other photosynthetic elements from grasses and vegetables into a convenient and easily digestible form, all designed to protect healthy cells, support the immune system, and act as a natural detoxifier. And as I broke this thing down, we wanted people to understand that green fusion technology and products that use this technology really provide ingredients that meet 5 keys for optimal health and nutrition. So the beginning of the video helps people understand what those 5 keys for optimal health and nutrition are. The first one is antioxidant protection against free radical damage. Again, we've talked about earlier in today's presentation how antioxidants are so extremely important to protect you against free radical damage. And as I share today's presentation, I have an idea that I'm going to share with you that I think would warrant a good program for a live Saturday program, and then something that I can put up as a PDF that we can all have access to. I'll explain that a little bit more a little bit later on in today's presentation. The second aspect is nutritional diversity and abundance. Anytime that we've talked about the microbiome in improving gut health, one of the problems with poor gut health is a lack of diversity in the foods that people eat. So here in green fusion technology, having plant-based nutrition, the beauty of plant-based nutrition is that it provides nutritional diversity and abundance, which then helps the microbiome to improve gut health, which then leads naturally into the third aspect, which is proper digestion and absorption. Anything that I can do to improve my gut health and improve the makeup of my microbiome is going to do a better job than breaking the foods down so that those foods can be better digested, and absorbed into the bloodstream. And then you also have detoxification. Again, that's one of the major components. If you look at the Purify kit from Synergy Worldwide, one of the major components of that kit is all about detoxification in the Biome DTX. Well, the nice thing about this is that essential greens, as well as liquid chlorophyll, are both excellent products for helping in the detoxification process. And then when we look at this last one, which isn't, many times it's not really promoted as what it, most likely in a way that it could, because there are a lot of people in today's market that are looking for alkaline products. If you look at alkaline water, you know, it's, to me, I'm not a firm believer in alkaline water. I believe in the concept of what it's supposed to do. I just don't believe that alkaline water does it properly, because alkaline water is already in an alkaline pH, and when it hits the stomach, it neutralizes stomach acids, which then can interfere with digestion. So to me, the better way about going about helping a person incorporate an alkaline diet to help their body be on the alkaline side where it needs to be, you need plant-based nutrition. And so these types of green food products are excellent for helping to move that equation towards the alkaline side of the equation, which is where the body really wants to be at, without interfering with your stomach acids. Now, when we look at this, Synergy Worldwide has created an excellent product in essential greens. It utilizes this advanced technology to concentrate chlorophyll and other photosynthetic elements from grasses and vegetables into a convenient and easily digestible form. And when you look at this, those ingredients that are in essential greens are going to help protect healthy cells. They're going to help support the immune system. They're going to act as a natural detoxifier. They're going to be a great concentration of antioxidants to protect you from free radical damage. And it's going to provide you with a diverse abundance of vitamins, minerals, trace minerals, enzymes, amino acids, and essential fatty acids that aid in proper digestion and absorption, all while helping to alkalize you, provide that alkalizing effect to help you keep your pH on the alkaline side of the equation where your body wants it to be. This is a fantastic product. Now, for me personally, the only problem I have with essential greens is by itself on a standalone product, put just in water and asking me to drink it, I have a hard time acquiring the taste for essential greens. But what I do is I add a packet of essential greens into my shake. And by doing that, I hide the taste of the essential greens and I get all the benefits. So if you or if anyone that you know that is interested in the essential greens, if they combine that, if they're already doing some type of morning shake, having them add the essential greens to their morning shake is a great way for them to add this plant-based nutrition and all the benefits that come from it, and at the same time hiding the taste of the essential greens in their shake. So that's where I would always encourage people who are doing shakes to incorporate this into their lifestyle in a very simple way. You just take one packet out of the box, you tear the top off, you add it into your ingredients for your morning shake, and then when you blend it, it all gets blended up, and for most people, they're not going to be able to taste the essential greens like they would taste it if it was a standalone product just in water. Now, some of the ingredients that are in essential greens are pretty significant. The primary ingredient is wheatgrass. Now, wheat and wheatgrass are different. Wheatgrass is the grass, and then as that grass grows and forms the head, which then becomes wheat, the seed, the nutritional profile of the seed is completely different than the nutritional profile of the grass. So it's important to understand that it's wheatgrass. And so I have no issues taking essential greens because I try and stay as wheat-free as possible. But you understand that the wheat that you're getting in bread and other types of processed foods are the grain part of the wheat, as opposed to what you're getting in essential greens, the grass part. And the nutritional profile of the grass is tremendous. There's over 100 different vitamins, minerals, amino acids, enzymes, essential fatty acids, and antioxidants in wheatgrass. This is just a fantastic way for a person to really get a diverse intake of all the different types of vitamins, minerals, and other essential ingredients that they need to help their bodies process food for energy. Now, when you also look at this, there's barley grass, and this is going to bring me to something that I want to share with you that I'm going to start the process of working out in my own mind. I already started it today as I was preparing for this presentation. But when you look at barley grass, as I was putting this presentation together and reading through things that I had already created with regards to the slide or the YouTube videos, you'll notice the line that it says this grass has been shown to support healthy cholesterol levels already within a normal range. And immediately what came to mind to this is I think what would be a good exercise on my part, and then doing a Saturday presentation, would be having a flow sheet where on the left-hand side, we would have different health concerns like anti-aging or cardiovascular concerns, or in this case, let's look at cholesterol concerns. And then to the right of that, having different synergy products that address that concern. So for example, let's say that you're talking with an individual who has some cholesterol issues, and they want to either get off their statin drugs, or they don't want to have to go on statin drugs because they've been, they've done their research. There's so many side effects to statin drugs that they would prefer to find something natural that would help them. Well, if we had a sheet of paper like that had a health issue on one side and synergy products that would be good products that would match up to that interest, I could see their first choice being Metabolic LDL. You know, I think it's been about a month or a month and a half when we did a live Saturday presentation on Metabolic LDL. And one of the features of Metabolic LDL is the bergamot fruit, which has a natural ingredient that interferes with the production with a specific enzyme of the liver that's involved in the production of cholesterol, because your liver is the main producer of cholesterol in your body. And so right there, if a person had a cholesterol concern, I would say, okay, let's address this from a natural way. The first product that I would suggest to you would be Metabolic LDL and the clinical study that was done on Metabolic LDL and how it was beneficial in helping people with cholesterol issues. And then the next product that I would recommend for you is essential greens. Especially if you do any kind of morning shake, I would put that essential greens in your morning shake. And so I would do your essential greens in the morning with your shake and take your Metabolic LDL to those capsules at dinner time so that you have something that you're doing in the morning and something that you're doing in the evening to address that issue. And if you want to be even more aggressive, then I would say do 1 stick of essential greens in the morning, 2 Metabolic LDL at lunchtime, and 2 Metabolic LDL at dinner time to have an even more aggressive program towards what I would call your cholesterol concern. So, you know, as I was sharing with you, as I was preparing for today, I see a real tool here. Like if I've got a person who has diabetes, what do I want to recommend to them? Well, the first thing I want to recommend to them is ProArginine Plus, because what happens for most diabetics is their blood sugar causes direct damage to the lining of the vascular system, and that damage then accumulates over time, which is what causes most of their circulatory problems. And so we want them on ProArginine Plus to help them to begin the process of improving their circulation, which then helps to improve blood flow and address many of their health issues. But at the same time, we also want them on essential greens, because we know that essential greens will help them with regards to blood sugar levels and other things. So I'm going to begin this process, and I'm bringing it out to the group today that if you have some ideas, I'll share my email address at the end of today's presentation, but if you have some ideas that you want to send to me with regards to what this might look like and products that you might recommend for different health issues from your experience, send them to me so that we can compile this into a flow sheet that we can put up as a PDF that people will have access to be able to help them quickly identify a health concern with the individual that they're talking to, and then pinpoint exactly which products would be beneficial to them in the order of importance. Now, going on with our presentation, there's lemongrass in here. I mean, lemongrass has been used for centuries. It has just fantastic for the digestive and immune system. We continue on here, and you've got artichoke leaf that's part of the essential greens. And when you look at artichoke by itself, according to the 2004 United States Department of Agriculture study on antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables, artichokes ranked in the top 4 for vegetables and the 7th overall. That's how powerful of an antioxidant that one ingredient is in the essential greens. Cucumber fruit. Now, most people think of a cucumber as a vegetable. Well, it's not. It's actually a fruit. But as a fruit, it has phytonutrients that are huge, flavonoids and lignans. I mean, I take a separate product just for lignans because lignans are so important for helping your body naturally produce lignans that fight certain types of cancers. And so cucumber fruit is great for helping in that process as well as an anti-inflammatory. Okra pods, again, a huge history of medicinal benefits of okra pods, and it's here in the essential greens. And you'll notice this last line or last 3 lines, aid in digestion while helping to stabilize blood sugar levels. Again, it would be great product for a person who's a diabetic. You have your cruciferous vegetables. Now, I'm not a big fan of kale, and I really don't like cabbage. do like broccoli, but cruciferous vegetables have a great source of phytonutrients that, again, help to protect against cell damage and helps the body in its natural metabolism, which means that it helps the body produce energy. And then in addition to that, you have all these other ingredients that are in essential greens: celery seed, parsley leaves, spinach leaves and stems, tomato fruit, peppermint leaves, rosemary leaves, sage, spearmint, and thyme. All of them are designed to help protect cells and aid in digestion. So again, Synergy Worldwide has created a product called Essential Greens that is hugely beneficial in harnessing the power of green fusion technology, chlorophyll, and other phytonutrients that can all aid the body in improving its digestion, by improving its microbiome, by helping to properly break food down, to be able to bring nutrients and vitamins and other essential nutrients into the body that all will help in what we're trying to do: reduce inflammation, improve digestion, improve the ability to get nutrients to the cells so that those cells can function better. And once those cells function, then organ systems can function better. Just an excellent product. Now, it's not the only great green product that they have. So Synergy Worldwide also has liquid chlorophyll. The product liquid chlorophyll, which over in Europe is called PhytoLife, is a product that harnesses chlorophyll. Now, we talk about nitric oxide therapy, and our product of choice is the ProArginine Plus product from Synergy Worldwide. And we talk about nitric oxide therapy because the researchers, the 3 American researchers who won the award in 1998, the Nobel Prize in Medicine won an award in 1998 for their research on how the lining of your vascular system converts that amino acid L-arginine into nitric oxide, which is the master signaling molecule of your entire cardiovascular system. Well, back in 1915, Dr. Richard, and I'm not sure if I'll say his name properly, but it says to me Wilshtatter, he won a Nobel Prize in medicine for his discovery of chlorophyll, and how important chlorophyll is not just for plants, but also how important chlorophyll is for any type of life-promoting function, whether it be in the plant or within the human being. So this is something that has roots in Nobel Prize in medicine. And when you look at the liquid chlorophyll that Synergy has created, or the PhytoLife that it's called over in Europe, it promotes natural blood cleansing functions in the body. It helps to eliminate toxins from the body. It helps to protect and support healthy cells. It inhibits LDL oxidation. Well, where does that come in on our future flow sheet and Synergy products? Well, if I've got a person who's got cholesterol issues, I want to help them to reduce LDL oxidation. So the first choice is Metabolic Ldl. The second choice I would have would be the essential greens. And then the third choice would be liquid chlorophyll. And if a person didn't want to do the essential greens, then I would definitely promote the liquid chlorophyll, because how easy it is and how cost effective liquid chlorophyll is. And I'll come to that in just a second. It helps to maintain low homocysteine levels. It promotes a strong immune response, and it may improve your circulatory system. So when you look at this, for me personally, I add 1 tablespoon of liquid chlorophyll to 16 ounces of water. I actually have a glass sitting on my desk here. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I've already taken some from that glass. I will typically do 2 or 3 glasses of liquid chlorophyll on a daily basis. I would rather drink water with liquid chlorophyll in it than drink water on its own. If I try and drink water on its own, I'll be lucky if I get a glass in, a 16-ounce glass in during the day. But if I drink my water with liquid chlorophyll, one, to me, it tastes better. And secondly, I like it. And so because it tastes better and I like it, I find myself hydrating better by having the liquid chlorophyll in it. And there's 73 servings. A serving is 2 teaspoons. So a tablespoon is, I think, I'm not sure, it might be slightly less than that. I'm not positive on it. but I most likely get about 70 servings out of that liquid chlorophyll. It's $23. So that if I take 23 and divide it by 70 per glass, so a glass of liquid chlorophyll is costing me 33 cents. So if I'm doing 2 a day, that's 66 cents that I'm spending on a product that is actually helping my body detoxify me and improve my blood chemistry. I just think liquid chlorophyll is a fantastic product from Synergy Worldwide. And I believe that if you go to any health food store, you will see that the liquid chlorophyll that we get from Synergy Worldwide is very cost competitive in terms of pricing to anything that you'll find in the health food stores. So this is a great product for any person that you're talking to that has any type of health issue, just as a standalone product to drink on a daily basis. Now, when you look at the liquid chlorophyll, they source from mulberry leaves and alfalfa so that they can then get what's called highly concentrated chlorophyllin, which is a soluble form of chlorophyll. And then they also use peppermint oil. Those are 2 fantastic ingredients for helping. Chlorophyllin has been shown to provide valuable DNA protection against insults to your body, such as ionizing radiation and chemical mutagens that try to disorganize genes and can further lead to significant health complications. So chlorophyllin is really important for protecting the integrity of your DNA. And then peppermint has always been traditionally used to help to improve a digestive system. So what are we doing again if we're helping, if we're going to look at microbiome research for helping people reset their gut health? Yes, we've got a great program in the Purify Kit that can help a person initially reset. And then when a person resets after 7, 10, or 14 days, depending on how they're using the products in the Purify Kit, what do you do next? Well, we have some suggestions on what to do next, but at some point in time, they're going to whittle their product line down, and here would be a great product, liquid chlorophyll, that a person can do every day to keep themselves hydrated, and at the same time, through peppermint and other ingredients, help to continue the process of maintaining a healthy microbiome. Now, in addition, there's barley grass. Well, what has barley grass been shown to do? If you look at research on barley grass, it supports healthy cholesterol levels. So again, if you've got a person who has a cholesterol concern, metabolic LDL, essential greens, liquid chlorophyll. Just a fantastic product to help in addressing that. By itself, will it address cholesterol issues? Most likely not. But in combination with other powerful products that we now have from Synergy Worldwide, one that we just recently got in Metabolic LDL, one that we've had for a while in Essential Greens, that trifecta, so to speak, would just be an excellent program, cost-effective, for helping a person to naturally address cholesterol issues. Now, one last final thing that is part of the slide presentation, or I should say the YouTube video that I created for Phytolife and liquid chlorophyll, is that all the raw material that's used in any of the Synergy products, but specifically in these 2 products, they are quarantined. And they're tested for purity, potency, and safety. Now, when you're dealing with plant-based nutrition, the big things that you need to look out for are herbicides and pesticides. Well, the beauty of this is that Synergy Worldwide, in their testing, they test herbicides and pesticides down to parts per billion, and then they test heavy metals contamination to parts per trillion. So we know through what Synergy Worldwide does from a quality assurance standpoint that there's never going to be any issues of adverse ingredients in any of the Synergy products, but specifically essential greens and specifically liquid chlorophyll. For us in the United States, Synergy Worldwide, as we all know, is owned by Nature Sunshine. The products are made at their Nature Sunshine facility in Spanish Fork, Utah. That is an FDA audited facility. And for our European friends, that facility is also what's called TGA certified. TGA is the Therapeutic Goods Association of Australia. The TGA certification, the Therapeutic Goods Association of Australia, is more stringent in ingredients than what the FDA is. So by being both a TGA certified and FDA audited facility, we meet all the standards here in the United States, but more importantly for our European friends who have a higher level of standards that are imposed upon their products in the European markets. If you have a TGA certified facility, your ability to get those products into the European market significantly increases because of the TGA certification. Bottom line to this, we have manufacturing expertise that is second to none in the world, and we enjoy products that can provide huge health benefits to us. Now, with that said, that's my presentation for this morning. So do I have any questions from anyone with regards to this? And let me just do one thing before I open this up. If you, again, want more detail than what I gave you today, or you want a presentation, well, I shouldn't be doing this. Just go here. Just go, you know, if you don't know how to get here, then just start here at oursynergyfamily.com. Click on Synergy Library, which takes you here. Click on Health and Business Videos, which take you here, and then click on General Topics. And you can always right-click. You can copy the video URL, and then you can always open up another browser window, and you can either copy this down. Takes a little longer since we're on a Zoom platform with other things, but you can copy this onto a Word document and store this in your computer in a document, or you can click on these. You can send them to a person in an email. So there's a lot of ways that you can maintain this information where you can always pull it up, or you can even bookmark it if you wanted to bookmark it on your computer. So with that said, do I have any questions from anyone with regards to today's presentation? All right, since I don't have any questions at this time, well, one final thought. Again, I want to work on a flow sheet that has health concerns on the left-hand side and then suggested synergy products that could help address those issues on the right-hand side. So if you would like to send me some of your thoughts on what that might look like, what the health concern would be, what products that you would recommend in the order of recommendation, then send them to my email address, dan@agingnomore.com. And I'll begin the process of working on this on my own, as well as incorporating ideas that I get from other people. And we've already got our presentations lined up through the first weekend, the first Saturday in August, but I'll plan to do a presentation on this flow sheet sometime in August, maybe the second or third Saturday in August, and make that a Saturday presentation to see if it would be of value to people.
Hey, Dan?
Yes, Judy.
Yeah, Betsy had a question about wanting to know if you could reduce taking multivitamins.
Yeah, I believe that you could, Betsy. I personally do not take a multivitamin. You know, I really don't have a multivitamin that I would recommend for people. And because of what I do, I mean, I use the Biome Shake. When you look at the Biome Shake and the vitamin and mineral profile of that, I use, you know, all these different synergy products, Mystica, Essential Greens, Liquid Chlorophyll, Biome DTX. I mean, yeah, I believe if you're doing stuff like this, plus I add spinach and I add other ingredients to my morning shake, yeah, I think you could. You know, I personally don't use a multivitamin, but that's just me. But I do believe that you could reduce your multivitamin if you were doing some of these other things. You have any thoughts on that, Judy?
No, I thoroughly agree with you. Multivitamins do give you the vitamins that you get if you're not eating a healthy diet. So if you are eating a well-rounded diet, you get what you need. So there really isn't a need, as in my personal opinion, to take an additional multivitamin.
Sure. And I would look at more the mineral content than the vitamin content. So you can find some. There's a company that makes a product called AM and PMs, where they split their minerals from their vitamins, and that would be the only product that I would necessarily recommend for vitamins, because your minerals are better used in the evening phase and the restorative phase, and your vitamins are better used in the morning phase and the energy phase of your life. And so splitting vitamins from minerals conceptually makes more sense to me. And the company, you might be able to find minerals on its own as a standalone product that you could take. And then if you did, I would recommend taking those in the evening to, again, help your body from a restorative standpoint. Any other questions? Thank you, Betsy, for that one. Any other questions that people might have before we say goodbye?
Dan, I want to ask you one question.
Hi, Tatiana.
Hi, Dan. Do you know almost all products, Synergy Worldwide, they have foil acid? And my question, because I have elevated in my blood when I tested my blood, it was higher level. And when I talk to the doctors, they say, "Oh, we're not concerned." I start digging more, and it's like I am concerned about that. And my issue right now, what I should do, because everywhere I love ProRG9, but it has, and they told me, please don't take that supplement. But I want to take because of another ingredients in that supplement. What is your suggestion?
I'm not quite sure I know what you're asking me. So are you saying that there's something in the packaging?
Correct. Correct. It's part of this ProRG9. It's ingredients. It's standard ingredients there. Folic acid. It's
folic acid. Okay.
Acid, correct.
Okay.
It's standard. You cannot take from anywhere. And I see more. It's like standard package, standard ingredients there.
Yeah. So that's in the ProRG9, and yeah. So a lot of products are also fortified with folate, because the government has told us that we are lacking in folate, so they stick it in every product, and so then people end up getting more folate than what they need.
Correct. It's like when I tested, it was in my blood, in my body. It's higher than I needed.
Mm-hmm. Well, the only recommendation I could give you is be looking at other products that you might be taking that have folate in it, and see if you can find an alternative. So that if you like the ProRG Plus and all the benefits that it gives you from improved circulation, then instead of taking out, I'm looking at a ingredient list now. I've got a canister of ProRG Plus in front of me, so they've got on the new labels, they have it listed in a different way than what it used to be, but it's still 200 micrograms of folic acid, and typically they want you to have 400 micrograms of folate on a daily basis. So if there's 200 micrograms in ProRG Plus, then I would just look for another product that you're taking that has folate, look at how much folate's in it, and then if you find an alternative product that doesn't have the folate in it, start using that as a way for you to reduce your folate intake. Does that make sense?
It's made, but I am only eating. I am eating all greens. Do you know? It's like greens, and doctors told me eat less greens
Mm-hmm.
because it's everywhere in green stuff. Kale and everything everywhere. It's okay. Okay, only I want to suggest. It's like suggestion why they put everywhere that. That ingredients in almost everywhere, in products.
Yeah. Well, it has a lot to do with regards to folate, folic acid is important for nervous development, especially for a fetus. And so instead of having issues for fetuses because the mom is folate deficient and having spina bifida and other types of problems, you know, that's most likely, if you look at the history of this, that's most likely where it's centered on in terms of increasing the amount of folate. And like anything that we do in America, we do it to the extreme rather than to the balance.
Balance, correct. Okay, thank you, Dan. This
You're
is
welcome.
all I wanted to ask because what is your suggestion? Okay,
Sure.
thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking. Yes, Donald.
Dan, it's Donald. Just a quick intervention here. I also was deficient in folate, and I use something called ferroglobin by Vitabiotics. It has also a B12, so that has been good for me.
That's great. Well, Tatiana's issue is that she has too much folate in her system, so she's looking to reduce it.
To
But
reduce.
yes, so for a person who is lacking, then yeah, there's other things that you can do to increase your folate intake.
Okay.
Correct, because
Thanks.
I did, I'm sorry, I did B, yes, B complex, and I stopped because they have two, and for me, more important to take progenine than B complex.
Yeah. Thank
Good
you.
presentation, Dan. Like it.
Thank you, Donald. Anyone else with any final questions or comments before we say goodbye? All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for your time and attention today. We have recorded this on Tuesday. It'll go on our YouTube channel as well as it will go out in our newsletter so that you'll have access to it. And then again, if you ever need these videos, you have a resource tool that is available to you at all the time. Here is the Essential Greens video. It's got the old packaging, not the new one, but all the ingredients are the same. All the information is the same. I see we got another thing in the chat box here. Okay, thank you for your nice comments. All right, with that said, have a blessed Saturday, everyone.